Ahoy there! Welcome to FlameFlash.net, episode 63. Wow, we're going places. I'm FlameFlash, and welcome aboard. We're going to get right started with the usual routine, which is the Raptor Report. Some new games snuck onto the Raptor Report this time around. For instance, well, not really new, but Monopoly. That's right, just Monopoly. The 360 version shows up on the Raptor Report. I got home the other day, and there it was, being played. The mini games of this version of Monopoly, not Monopoly Streets, but the original Monopoly. So that's pretty neat. Sims 3 shows up. I actually played this one. I'm still a little frustrated that EA and Steam haven't fixed whatever issues it is that they have with each other. I'd like to grab that Katy Perry stuff pack and the Diesel stuff pack, but I'm not buying them physically. I refuse to. And I'm not buying them through Origin. I refuse to. I don't like having to deal with a disc with my laptop. The entire point is lost. I bought the rest of the pieces digitally, so buying a physical copy or buying a copy from another service ruins it. I want the portability of Steam, and I'm willing to stand by that statement, even if I am a huge fan of The Sims 3. SimCity 4 Deluxe. This was the one game grabbed from the Steam Summer Sale. Steam Summer Sale. Wow. Say that a few times fast. Good luck. $5, and I knew the oldest son would like it. I'm a fan of the SimCity franchise. I haven't gotten a chance to try it out for myself yet, but I'm looking forward to it. And this way I get to avoid the new SimCity that's coming out by EA that will probably require me to use Origin, and therefore kick me out of doing so. Sorry guys, I just refuse to agree to the terms and service of Origin. Unless something's changed, write in, podcast@flameflash.net. Do they still threaten to delete games off of your account that you have purchased, rightfully purchased, if you don't play them in 2 years? I have games I haven't played in 2 years. Does that mean that Nintendo has the right to suddenly come into my home, pull out my desk drawer, and take from me Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game? No, it does not. So therefore, Origin shouldn't be able to come by and grab an upside-down copy of Super Mario Bros. 3. And these are things that the podcast folks are probably missing, and I apologize. So I will close my drawer and stop that rant. Civilization 5 received some further love. I believe I multitasked through this one and watched something from Netflix, which clearly shows it had a huge impact on me. But nothing new there to report. Magic the Gathering, Duels of the Planeswalkers 2012 shows up in the Raptor Report. So this means, of course, again, this was the physical cards. And I went to a draft for the first time, a booster draft. So they gave us 3 booster packs. You open one. Each person at the table opens one. You look at the cards in there. You pick one card, and you pass the rest of the stack to the left. Holy crap! The intention is to make a 40 card deck. Probably about 17 mana, 18 mana. The rest, the other 22, 23 cards, are built out of these 3 booster packs that are passed around the table until they're exhausted. Just, wow. That was rather difficult. I organized a blue deck, oddly enough. The first pack had a green rare. I was like, awesome, I'll go green. And then nobody else passed me anything green. So clearly green was the favorite color. About the second stack of cards I received, I look at them and go, alright, I know blue, I'll go blue. And I went blue. And I screwed up one of the guys who eventually went on to the final rounds because his win-loss ratio, he still won the round and beat me, but it was 2-1 because it's best 2 out of 3. So that was a bit satisfying that I at least won a game to throw off his record a bit. Then won my 3rd round, and my 4th round was a bye, but at that point I was already so far down on the ranks that it didn't matter anymore. Seriously. It was fun though. I enjoyed the experience. My opinion of drafting has certainly changed, and something I might want to do again at some point. For now, I'll probably just go to that particular shop's casual Magic days when I do get the bug to play, though. World of Warcraft. We have a massive amount of World of Warcraft news. I am still plugging away at my pre-Mists of Pandaria goals and making some decent progress. I am now at Revered status and therefore about 9 heroic runs away from getting exalted with the Ramushkian, or however you pronounce the guys. The ones that give you the camels. The camel mounts. I'm almost there. I also need to go to Barad Hold some more and run a few more dailies. I'm almost to exalted with those guys. So I think approximately a week of solid play would score me that one. So I have time. Finally, Terraria comes in with the huge blast of time being eaten away. I am now pre-hard mode. I am ready for hard mode if I want to trigger it on my map. And therefore ready to go. Probably explore the dungeon that's on the map a little bit more. See if I can find anything else of use. Free any other NPCs. I should probably go to the wiki and see if there are NPCs that spawn in the dungeon to rescue the mechanic. And maybe try to find some slime statues and set up my own little slime generator. Something else you can find on the Terraria wiki. So, gaming news, because that was it for the Raptor Report. It's all World of Warcraft related. It was a slower news week, partially because of a couple of things that happened in the week, I think, so I didn't have as much of a earnest interest in some of the items that came out in the news. But we'll hit World of Warcraft first. Rare Elites. Give gifts that keep on giving. So in Mists of Pandaria, like in Wrath and Burning Crusade before it, and Cataclysm, you can find random elite rare spawn monsters. They were even in the original. The silver border to the name is what signified they were the rare spawn. But these guys are going to drop some neat archaeology-like vanity item. So, for instance, one of the creatures will drop a amber-like object. So the ancient amber that you get from the fossil archaeology, but you can target other people or other things. I don't think you can actually target other players. That would be rather rude. But gifts that just keep on giving from these guys. Most likely there will be at least one hunter pet that somebody has the satisfaction of killing off, or the ability to make a hunter cry. But I look forward to it. It's going to be one of those fun, random chance things, especially later on when you're leveling another character through Mists after the next expansion comes out. That's where I've found the easiest time of finding those rares. After all, they pop up all over the place in Burning Crusade, and not to mention in Wrath. Nobody's out there anymore. We're getting a new default travel form for druids, the stag. It kind of makes sense in the druid lore part of it, but I hate seeing my cheetah being relegated to a minor glyph. So if I want to still be a cat for travel form, I'm going to have to glyph for it. I also wonder what the heck you'll look like carrying a flag as a stag. That was a good point my Red Flare brought up. So we'll wait and see. If it's in the beta already, maybe I'll send her in for a battleground run to get her feeling on that. There was a rumored, which was now confirmed today, digital deluxe version. So we have the expansion of Mists for $40. For $20 more, you can get the pet and mount that come in the collector's edition. My background light just went to screensaver. Darn it. Oh well, I'll keep moving. But sounds like a pretty good deal. Very tempting. You do have the option to upgrade a standard version of the game to Digital Deluxe, so we're going to sit and wait. Pet battles are not going to require Mist of Pandaria. So if for some reason you're not picking up Mist of Pandaria right off the bat, you have something to do. Level those non-combat pets that are now combat pets. Last but not least, we have a release date. Mist of Pandaria will be released September 25th of 2012. We have a release date. We have our collector's edition. We have our collector's edition pre-ordered. Thank you very much. I love the soundtracks. And the art books. Yeah. Back the making of DVD. I love the whole thing of those collector's editions. Looking forward to it. Now, as opposed to, say, scheduling off of work right on September 25th, what I would recommend doing, this is what I'll probably be doing, is going a week out from that, and then the Thursday, Friday. Why? Well, one, the kids are going to be in school by that point. So still my only time to play is going to be in the evenings. Usually. But then, if the kids are going to be at school at that point, I want to be able to play when the servers are stable. There is going to be a Zerg rush on those opening couple of days, just like there is every expansion, and it's going to crash hard. It's going to go down kicking and screaming and dragging everybody else along with it. Now, granted, a lot of people are going to be rolling their monks as well, so we do have that extremely light buffer. I wish Blizzard well. I hope it doesn't turn out like this, but odds are it will. Just look at the Diablo 3 launch. I'm looking forward to it. So we go out a week. We go to the Thursday, Friday for the weekend. And we order Chinese. Doggone it. In honor of the Pandarans. And because we really like Chinese food, so we'll get it whenever we have a very good excuse. But we have a release date. A month after Tides of War comes out, approximately. Red Flare will eat through the book in a day. Or would. Oh crap. That was supposed to be a Christmas surprise. She already knew about it though. Kinda got ruined when she said, "Hey, let's pre-order it." What? No, let's not pre-order it. Why not? Because we should be saving money? Yeah, I got caught. One of the first times she's ever caught me on a Christmas gift. I should have known better than to pre-order it. But, oh well. She's smiling at me, trying to hide behind the iPad, but it's not working. But, there we have it. The 25th, I'll be heavily playing on October 4th and 5th. I believe it is. The weekends I will probably be leveling with the oldest son, so we can work our way up to 90. And I'm looking forward to it a lot. Have a few more things to do in Kata, but I'm almost done. I feel good about closing out this expansion, finally. And I look forward to maybe actually raiding in Mists a little bit. Gearing up. Just didn't feel the drive this time around in Kata. And it was all thanks to that minimum item level requirement to even get into heroics. I still don't feel welcome in the heroics. I'm doing them because I'm doggone good healer, but I'm not enjoying them like I used to because there's so much extra angry tension for some reason. I'm really hoping that doesn't follow into Mists. Otherwise, I'll have to just level a monk and then stop at the level cap. But we're going to move on to the news. We have two quasi-serious, quasi-funny stories. The first one, a while back, I reported on a man who completely stripped naked to protest the TSA's search practices. He was acquitted today. So, hats, shirts, pants, off to you, Sir Godiva. May others follow in your bare footsteps. And let's get the TSA to realize they're doing it wrong. A mom hacks the school grade system to help her kids. Just, that's full of facepalm. Okay, she worked for the school district, had since been dismissed, is my understanding, and they come to find out that she had used the superintendent's login information to peek at the grades, peek at her children's grades, change a failing grade on a test from a fail to a medical exemption, so it wouldn't count against her and she has the opportunity to take it again, and then for some odd and unknown reason tweaked her son's grade in a class from a 98% to a 99%. Now, last time I checked, 95 to 100 was an A. So, why change it from a 98 to a 99? I just don't understand. Huh. At any rate, she's been arrested at this point. Finally, there was the Aurora, Colorado movie shooting. Rather than focusing on the negative, talking heads do that enough. I would like us all to take a moment and remember the fallen. There was a 6-year-old little girl who just wanted to see a Batman movie that died. Others did too. Others were hurt. 3 men were called out specifically as being heroes. They shielded their dates, their girlfriends, with their bodies. And regardless of what you want to say, they're our people. Everyone in that theater is. They were all geeky enough to show up to a 12:01 showing of The Batman Rises. I can't even imagine going to the Avengers with my kids and something like that happening. So John Blanc, Alex Tevez, Matt McQuinn, thank you for being who you were and allowing us to be aware of your names, for saving lives. Christian Bale appeared as an individual, not as a representative of Warner Brothers, and left some flowers at the memorial and visited those injured at the hospital as an individual. Yes, it was really awesome for those, but I expect the feeling there was probably pretty muted. Yes, he was there, but he was there for a horrible reason. I hate ending the show on a downer, but this was episode 63. It's not a special number. We're looking forward to The Mists releasing, and we're humbled by the sacrifices and losses on that Thursday evening, night. Podcast at flameflash.net is where you can go to comment. You could also head out to the website and leave a comment on the show notes, because the show notes will follow the posting of the podcast in both video and audio form. And I wish everyone a good night. Take care. Be safe.